Huawei faces new charges in US. On February 13, it was revealed that the US government charged Chinese tech giant Huawei with 3 new crimes. Huawei allegedly committed racketeering and conspiracy to steal trade secrets. They also allegedly engaged in wire fraud to steal intellectual property. These were all included in a superseding indictment unsealed by the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of New York. These 3 charges only add to those Huawei received in a case unsealed last year. In March 2019, Huawei pleaded not guilty to several counts of wire fraud, bank fraud, conspiracy to launder money, and conspiracy to obstruct justice. They also pleaded not guilty to conspiracy to defraud the United States and violations on Iran trade sanctions. The new charges show that the U.S. government believes Huawei had business in both North Korea and Iran. The U.S. Justice Department has accused the company of lying about its business dealings with Skycom. Skycom is a business that reportedly allowed Iran to perform domestic surveillance in the country. This unfortunately included the 2009 Iranian presidential election protests. The Justice Department's press release states that Huawei authorities made numerous misstatements when they were confronted with evidence. One of the defendants in the case is Meng Wanzhou, Huawei's chief financial officer and daughter of Huawei founder Ren Zhengfei. The names of other defendants have yet to be released. In response, Huawei has said that the US is trying to damage their company's reputation related to competition. Huawei stands by Meng and believes she did nothing wrong. She was arrested in Canada in 2018 and is now awaiting Canada's decision on whether to extradite her to face the trial in New York. The charges also shed light on the allegations that Huawei attempted to steal intellectual property from 6 U.S. firms. Huawei allegedly violated terms of agreements and gave its employees rewards for stealing confidential information from competing companies. They are accused of stealing private information such as internet router source codes and data related to cellular antenna technology. Huawei also reportedly hired former employees of U.S. companies and asked them about trade secrets. One allegation states that Huawei used faculty members in research institutions to steal intellectual property for them. All of this would have allowed them to spend less on research and development. The U.S. government has long been urging its allies to avoid using Huawei's 5G equipment. The U.S. Commerce Department placed the company on their blacklist in 2019 amid fears that Huawei was spying on their users for the Chinese government. The blacklist forbids American companies from dealing with Huawei. If the U.S. provides enough evidence to prove Huawei is in the wrong, the company may suffer even in China. Zhengfei founded Huawei in 1987 when he was 42 years old. Now, he is the 556th richest person in China, and his company is largely employee-owned. Over 64% of his employees own stock in the company. Critics believe this is a way for the company to show that they are not controlled by China's government.